evening, oh gorgeous ones, and welcome to our little Sunday night gang. Sunday the 16th. The 16th of August 2026. And you know, it's a great shame, really. It's a great shame because my sister, my dear, dear, beloved sister, I'm not sure she likes my singing. And I should really sing to her today as it's her birthday. But, I mean, the moaning that it does. Ow. Oh, I don't. Why do you have to keep singing? Why do you have to keep singing? And apparently, on the last cooking video, apparently she is turning into me. She says, oh, we're turning into my brother. Because there was a little bit of a mishap in the kitchen, wasn't there? Little bit of a mishap. We're turning into my brother, she said. So I don't know if I should sing, boys and girls. Happy birthday, my sister, who's a very old 61 today. Old. Oh, I know. She's actually 2 years younger than me. It's hard to believe, isn't it? You know, what with my young looks and all that. But there you go. She is actually 2 years younger than me at 61 today. So just in case she might want me to sing today, boys and girls. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear sister. Happy birthday to you. Hey, whoa! For she's a jolly good fella. No, she's not a fella. She could be if she wanted to identify one. That's what we can do now. We can be anything we want. As you can see this evening, I've come as an international celebrity, boys and girls. Sorry, I take that. I'm not a celebrity. I'm a star. Today, I've come as an international star. Anyway, happy birthday, sis. Just in the thought that you might pop into the show for a second or two to see what's happening. All right, my love. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, welcome to the show, boys and girls. Well, I must say, I'm glad that the heat's gone off a lot. I'm not, I can't complain. I've got the cold air here, you know, I had some cold air put in some years ago now. And it does, you can just close the door and be nice and cool. But still, it just got a bit much, didn't it? Now, I've seen a couple of stories in, I think, the Daily Star. Always great for the hot-hitting news. The important stories are always in the Daily Star, boys and girls. And it did say there's we might get a fifth. Is it a fifth and a sixth heat wave, or a sixth and a seventh? I can't remember now. Anyway, but I've had a look at the weather. I'm not seeing much indication of that really. It goes up the next couple of days, I think, back up to 25 or 27, something like that. But not like 36, 35, 36. So we might be finished with that now. Hopefully, anyway, because it's a little bit too much. It's not the same as when you're going on holiday, is it? You know, you go on holiday to... I certainly don't go on holiday to expect 36 degrees. It's too much for me. You know, what I do now when I book a holiday, I type in, you know, maximum temperature, 27. Where can I go? And I've been doing that, actually. My friend of mine mentioned Montenegro. So I might have a little look at that. I've already got a holiday booked for Greece. That's in end of September. And it's a working holiday with the video camera. Speak, right? And then there's Pontins in October. Okay. Funnily enough, I was just watching a YouTube video. I only managed to get a couple of minutes of it in because I'm coming up here to talk to you. A YouTube video which said... I can't remember what the title was, the very sad ending of Pontins or something like that. And apparently it was only uploaded a day ago, so that's a new video which I shall watch. But you may remember Pontins. I don't know if any of you used to go to Pontins at all, but it was the most happiest place for families back in the sort of early 70s to late 70s, I think. I don't think I went in the 80s. Let me see, how old would I have been when I was 16? Let me see, 73, 77. I think until 1979. So about 6 times, I think, me and my sister and my mum and dad went to Pontins. And it was great. The entertainment was great. I think we have different expectations now. You know, you always went into one of these chalets and there was a little bit of a musty smell going on there, you know. A little bit of a musty smell. But apart from that, it was good. It was clean, and I mean, what did you want? I don't think we ever had kettles or anything like that. I'm trying to think if we ever a kettle in the room. I don't think there was anything. And then it got bought by someone and then bought by someone else. And it was destroyed. Very, very sad, really. I discovered the first Pontins there was in Somerset. I think it was called Breen Sands. And that, at the moment, it's all padlocked up. And it's housing... No, not who you think. No, not who you think. It's housing workers who are working on a nuclear power station down there. Yeah, yeah. Instead of having families having happy times. But, you know, I think if it was as it was all those years ago, I think families would be moaning left, right and centre, because they do, don't they? The entitled Karens. You know the sort. You know the sort. I paid for this, I getting this, you know. Yeah, the same sort that fight on the Jet 2 planes, those sort of people. Yeah. I think it would be full of those, and it just wouldn't be the same, you know. I mean, even at Haven Holidays, where I'm lucky enough to be invited often by my nephew and his wife, I often go on a little Haven Holidays with them once a year. Isle of Wight this year, actually. Again, we went last year, but I requested that we go back there this year because I want to see my friend Shania, who's on the Isle of Wight. She lives on the Isle of Wight. So we're going back there this year. But even then, there are several security type people hanging around the corners. We never had that. Didn't need it. People just knew how to behave. Why don't people know how to behave anymore? Fun, isn't it weird, isn't it? I mean, it goes with everything, really. It's like, you know, even these people that rob out of shops. You know, I suppose there's always been people robbing out of shops and all that, but they kind of look around, quickly put something in their pocket and run out the door, wouldn't they? When you was a child, maybe. Back in the 70s, maybe the 80s, even the 90s. Even the early 2000s. You look around, you know, quickly put something in your pocket and walk out the door, wouldn't you? You'd try that. Right? Now, they walk in bold as brass, 2 carry bags, or one of those little wheel-around old people's things, you know, fill it up and simply walk out the door. There's another example there. People fighting on the planes. Whoever used to fight on the planes when commercial air travel started? I don't see, and I talk to people a lot, in all spheres of life, like maybe I'm doing litter picking the other day, and I was talking to an elderly couple who had moved here to be closer to someone's daughter. I can't think where I think from Winchester. They'd moved from Winchester, and they like it here. And I was doing the litter picking, and we were having this conversation there, and just don't know why it happened, but there you go. That's life, isn't it? That's life. An excellent show with the lovely... Oh, I've forgotten her name now. Where's it gone? Esther Ranson. We liked her. She ain't very well, was she, Esther? We used to love that on a Sunday night, 10 o'clock at night. Went to see that at Television Centre a few times. I think it might have been once at Television Theatre, and the rest of the time, and the other two or three times we saw it at Television Centre. Yeah, and Cyril Fletcher, you know, the bloke with the glasses, he used to sit in the chair, and the other 2 people, one of which is a friend of mine on Facebook. That was a great TV programme, wasn't it? Where are all these programmes now? Where are they all now? You know? Why can't we turn on the telly anymore and see similar things? Obviously not the same things, because they're all dead. 2 Ronnies, gone. Morecambe and Wise, gone. Bruce Forsyth, gone. Larry Grace, they're all gone, mate. They're all gone. But there's nothing really similar. I think 2 people who stick in my mind, who are, in my opinion, pretty good, and you may not like them, you may like them, is Bradley Walsh and Michael McIntyre. I think they are Saturday night TV people. I'm afraid not Ant and Dec, because I've seen it go wrong for Ant and Dec before, when it was on a boat and they were doing this live thing and the auto cue went down. The auto cue is a little screen they have in front of the camera, and it's got all the words that they read out, word for word. Well, it went wrong. Oh, they couldn't cope, dear. Bruce Forsyth would have been able to cope. He would have just carried on, wouldn't he? You know. But all those programmes, Mike Yarwood. Oh, I used to love him, and his Christmas specials, all that stuff there. What would you like to bring back on telly if you could? And how would you do it? You know, like a quiz show, particularly, I'd love to see, would be The Golden Shot. And I've got a feeling the reason that one has never come back, is it? You know, we've had remakes of other ones like Blankety Blank, Family Fortunes. That comes back regularly, doesn't it, with new presenters. Not The Golden Shot. That never came back once it finished. I think it's Health and Safety. Health and Safety, mate. No, I can't do it now. I can't do that, mate. No, Health and Safety. Health and Safety. I think it's like that. Is there anything that you'd like to be brought back on the telly? And dramas. Where's all the dramas? Dallas, Dynasty, all the police series. We've mentioned this before, haven't we? What would you like to be brought back on the telly? Let's read some of your message then. Here we go, gang. And Simon's there from Oakhampton. Hello, Simon, who sends me a picture here of a Family Fortunes type question. Here we go. We asked 1,000 people what is needed to sort out the immigrant problem. You said ban barbecues. And it's a picture of Les Dennis and Andy Boy Burnham there. Very, very good, Simon. Very good. And he says, hi, Chris. Hope you sit straight up in your chair tonight and not fall on your arse. Yeah, like I did yesterday. What you don't realise, most of you here are fairly new, as in the last year or two, okay? But those of you that have been with me for 10, 11, 15 years now, and that's, I think, I can't remember the first time I did. I can't remember the first YouTube show I did. I could look, couldn't I, really? When did Chris... Well, hang on a minute. Let's try this. When did Chris Reardon UK start YouTube? Let's have a look. I don't know. I'm trying to think of the date I did it now. Ah, Chris Reardon hosts regular... Oh, it don't say. Doesn't say, does it? Well, it didn't answer the question. When did he start YouTube? Let's try again. T-U-B-E. Shall I ask our very good friend ChatGPT? Let's see if she knows. Where is it now? An exact public launch date for the channel is not explicitly specified in platform data. Okay, so there's the answer there. It don't know. Why don't it just say, I don't know, instead of going around the bushes? Oh, I hate that, don't you? When people just give us an answer, like a politician on the telly with that awful woman, Laura Kuenssberg. I have to be very careful how I say her name. It can easily be mispronounced with a T in it. Laura Kuenssberg. And then she asks a question and they keep avoiding it and she goes on and on. She gets on my bleeding nerves. I will ask ChatGPT. Let's have a look. ChatGPT. Right, hang on. What was Chris Reardon UK first YouTube video date? We'll try that. Trying that now. We're now asking the massive thing known as ChatGPT. 4th of November 2006. Wow. Blimey. Well, that's what it says here. So nearly 20 years. And it's still rubbish. Isn't that funny? How can someone still be doing something for 20 years and it's still rubbish? Because I've watched him. Who is this bloke? Exactly, who is this bloke? Anyway, let's read some more of your comments here. Hello to Tara. Thank you to... Oh, Tara. Why can't I get that? Good day, brother. Oh, it's also my mum's birthday today. Happy heavenly birthday to Tara's mum. Bless her heart. Happy birthday to Tara's mum. You don't tell us her name. Tell us her name there, Tara. Oh, no, onward we go. Mark Bowles is there. Good evening. Sausage chops. How's thing? Anything else gone wrong? Only me falling off the chair. In the garden yesterday morning, about 8 in the morning. Yes, that's what I was saying to you. That has happened before, 10 to 15 years ago. I was in the other corner of the garden and it was exactly the same thing. I sneezed and fell backwards because my sneezes are very powerful. I don't know about yours. Are your sneezes powerful? Achoo! And I had Friday night, I finished work Friday night at the karaoke. That was a good night. It was a lovely atmosphere in there. It's a really, really nice night. Not so much last night. It was a bit crap last night, to be honest. Especially with the appearance. Well, it doesn't matter. Friday night, I went to bed and my nose was running for, oh, here we go. We got a cold. And I actually had a cold yesterday morning. It does appear to have gone now. Very, very quick. So not even 48 hours, that one. But I sneezed in this chair yesterday and I just went back. And I've got a big bruise. Would you like to see the bruise on my leg? As pointed out to me in church today because I had shorts on. Look, you'll love this. Oh, how am I going to do this? Very dangerous to stand on a revolving chair. Hang on a minute. Let me see if I can get this up for you. You're up. Now, if there's any children watching, I'm about to show the back of my legs. Okay. Nothing, no mark. No mark, Bowles. Nothing else. Only the back of my legs here. I don't know how I'm going to do this now. Oh, God. There you go. Can you see that? You see that? Can you see that or not? There, look. There, look at that. Look. Look, damaged. Damaged here. Hurt. It hurt. Funny enough, it didn't hurt at the time, but I think I'm quite hyper when I'm doing those programmes, and that's probably why. It was a long show yesterday, wasn't it? Nearly 2 hours. That's another thing my sister's always... Oh, why are your videos so long? It's a comment show. I have to read the comments out. Well, I don't see why it has to be so long, because there's that many comments. What do you want me to do? Drop some of them? No, dear. They all get read out, as long as they're not offensive to anyone. Some of you are a little bit naughty sometimes. You know... I do the waggling finger. You know. None of those comments, please. Thank you. So, yes, I have done that before. But seriously, it's not practiced or it's not meant to happen. Why anyone would want to throw themselves off the back of a chair, I don't know. Or a mountain, come to that. Anyway, Gary Ross is there. Good evening, Gary. Welcome along, Gary and Leslie over there in Northern Ireland. Jason Hughes is with us. There's the lovely Carl and Dottie from Mablethorpe. Evening, Chris. Looking forward to the show. Could you wish my lovely wife, Dottie, a happy birthday today? Oh, it's Dottie's birthday as well. Right, come on, Dottie. Don't worry, you won't be left out, my love. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dottie. Happy birthday to you. There you go, darling. So you've got the same birthday as my sister. Fancy that, Dottie? Isn't that nice? Did you do anything nice with your missus today? You know, little day out, or I don't know, little dinner, or maybe you did cooking for dinner, or watch something special on the telly, anything like that. Do let us know, okay? And so hello to you, Dottie, and a big happy birthday to you. I shall be making a little trip to Mablethorpe, hopefully at some point. Mike T is there. Good evening to Mike T, who says, we're away for a couple of days. We have left sunny Lincolnshire for not so sunny Derbyshire. Is it not so good there? Well, it's, like I said to you earlier, it's actually, we've had a bit of cloud today, and there is some rain forecast on Tuesday, and to be honest, I hope so too, really. I hope there will be rain on Tuesday. All the trees around the leaves are just down. Like, I mean, I can't water everything. I'm in and out the bleating garden with buckets of water at the moment, trying to save the shrubs, which are also down. But they've only got to have no water for 2 days and they're back down again. There's just nothing in the earth, is there? I do wonder, the big pine trees that are around, you know, whether if there's no rain at all, will they simply fall over? That bothers me a little bit. Anyway, there we are. Let me see. Hi, Chris. Anne in Aylesbury. Hello, Anne. Welcome along to the show, my darling. Hi, Chris. As your garden furniture is collapsing on you, how about a video taken as garden furniture shopping? Very good. One moment, please. Garden furniture shopping. Now, where would I find that? B&Q. I've actually got to go down to London. I've got to go down to Reading this week, and there's a B&Q there. I've got a service light coming on my Honda car. All the blokes, oh, don't you know what that is? No, don't know. I haven't got one of them little machines you plug in that some of you lot have got. Oh, let's just plug in my machine. £8 million. Oh, I hope it's not something stupid like fill up the water bottle. Would that make a light come on? Fill up the water bottle. I did an oil check. The oil's very clean in that car. It's never like black. I've had cars, you know, when you do the oil check and the oil's black. This is still like see-through. You know what I mean? You have to look really carefully to see the oil. Maybe that's because it's a new car. I don't know. By the way, gang, if you want to send us a message on the show today, this is how to do it. Can you see in the top left-hand corner there? It says, top right-hand corner, sorry. There's a text number there. You can send me a text. 07460 143393, 07460 143393, or if you're outside the UK, use WhatsApp on the same number, 07460 143393. If you are sending me messages in the YouTube chat box, I am not in there, okay? It's too busy for me to identify the messages from me among all the messages that you're sending to each other and having conversations in there. So I'm not in the YouTube chat box. And perhaps one or two of the YouTube chat box regular people could remind people of that now and again if you're in there, and tell them how to send a message, because we hate anyone to miss out, my dear. All right, thank you very much. Maureen's there. Good evening to Maureen. Happy birthday to your sister Sharon today from Maureen. There you are, sis. Look, they're wishing you happy birthday. Ain't that nice? Anyway, thank you, Anne from Aylesbury. Garden furniture shopping, maybe so, yeah. But I'd be in and out of the shop fairly quickly, so I'd have to take my time. Oh, garden centres as well. They do them, don't they? They do them. I just want a couple of chairs. Mind you, the table's collapsing now as well, the wooden table. You see, the problem is, Anne, I don't look after things like that. My house is such a mess at the moment, and it's getting me down a little bit, to be honest. I seem to have lost the ability to keep my house unmessy. Now, don't get me wrong, the Hoover goes round, sinks get cleaned and things like that. But that's as far as it goes, really. I'll be honest with you. If I see a thick layer of dust under the telly, I'll get the duster out. But not as a matter of course. Do you know what I'm saying? Even in the kitchen, there's just pots and pans all over the place. Can't find any lids anymore. Don't know where all those have gone. The only time that kitchen gets cleaned up a bit is when I'm about to do a cooking video, which are very popular, and I'm glad you enjoy them. You know, never watch my shows to do a how-to. Right? Watch my shows to watch silly old bloke having a go. Right? That's Don't ever watch my... This is not a how-to channel, because I'm useless at most things. All right? Anyway, there you are. Thank you, Rand, for that suggestion. We might well do that, my darling. We said hello to Maureen. Mike Rees-Ponto's there. Good evening, sir. Hello to you, my friend. Stu and Sarah are there. Hope you had a great weekend. Happy birthday to Sharon. Everyone's wishing my sister happy birthday there. Debbie Moorcroft. Sorry, I almost made it at the beginning. Are you late again, my love? Never, but better late than never. Unless it's a Ryanair plane. No chance. 1 second over the check-in time. No chance with a Ryanair plane. No chance. Customer services, good luck with that. Good. Oh, go on, write it through. Oh, we've never had a problem with Ryanair. Put on YouTube, there's plenty of people that had problems on there. All right. There we go. Debbie says, sorry, I almost made it at the beginning of the show, but not quite, sadly. She says, good to see you. Awaiting Julie's call. She needs to be in your studio. Special guest sometime. Very slightly caller today in Dorset. Thank you very much, Debbie. Yeah, I shall be down in Somerset in October for the Pontins there. Shania's there, who says, YouTube says it was 19 years ago. Honoured that you want to come and see me. No, I'm honoured that you give me permission to arrive on the Isle of Wight and see you. It's the other way round, Shania. You know, to have someone so important in the Catholic Church that's there, it wants to see me. I can't believe it. Who did we have today? I can't remember. Oh, it was a long sermon. Oh my, what, you've got to watch back the 10:30 mass tomorrow. It went on and on. It was quite funny, but it was a bit long. I'm starting to fidget. Do you know what I mean? Do you fidget, Shania, in church? Or are your hands placed down on your knees like that and you're looking directly forward and not smiling or not looking at anyone like that properly, like you would do in one of them very serious churches? Are you like... Are you a fidgeter? Shania, you know when you're other altar servers, the young ones that you look after, do they fidget? Do you have to tell them off? Psst, shh, shh. Are you like that? I had to sit right at the front today. There was no room for me. Marion, My friend Marion, she's busy looking after bleeding babies halfway down the church today. Didn't have any room. She's got babies all around her. She likes to look after babies. She goes up and down the church collecting them before the start of Mass, so she's got a load to look after. Jane and Charlie in Eastbourne. Hello, you two. All right, hello, Chris. Hope you have a lovely week. What's for dinner tonight? Oh, well, I don't really have a big dinner. I have a big lunch. That's my main meal of the day, which today it was campfire stew. Very hot. Lot of chilli and garlic in that one. They are skin smell. Can you smell that? Or isn't it awful when you got someone with garlic breath right in front of you? Like that. They're like bleeding dragons, aren't they? Oh, well. Hello to you two. Nice to see you there. Jane and Charlie in the house tonight. Andy Eglerton is always one for sending me comments on the comments and questions show. Hello to you, Andy. Who says, hi, Chris. Hope you've had a lovely week. That's the one I just read out, wasn't it, Andy? Sorry. Or is it someone else asking me what I had for dinner? Is it two people asking me what I'm having for dinner? Why? Are you all, am I getting invited round for dinner? Andy. Thank you, Andy. Good evening to Zoe. Hello, Zoe. How are you tonight? She's sorry she's a bit late. Never mind, my darling. She's got home from a walk from her parents' house. Been doing a walk every evening this week on the advice of my fancy man, John, who's really concerned about me last week. Bless him. Do feel a lot better for doing walks. Good. Yeah, excellent, Zoe. Yeah, keep walking, my love. Very good. If you ask a doctor, right, if you're a jogger, they tell you not to jog. In fact, I'd done one of my knees in when I was jogging. Oh, it's a long time ago now, about 10 years ago now. I used to go jogging every day. And I built up to an hour a day. And then one day I was jogging along and I got this really sharp pain in my knee and I had to stop. Which is a bit mad, really. Hello to Dawn from up north. Hello, Dawn. Who says, hi, Chris. I'm sure Sharon will be absolutely thrilled you sang happy birthday to her. I mean, do you know what? Is once enough? Is once enough? I wonder what her favourite song is. I don't know what her favourite song is. Perhaps I could have a go at that. I don't know what my sister's favourite song is. If she's got one, I haven't really got a favourite. I've got lots of songs that I really like, but not one single one that kind of stands out on among all the others. You know. Dawn says we haven't had the hot weather up north. I'm not complaining, being a redhead. Oh yeah, before it turned grey. Does red hair go grey? I didn't know that. I thought it was just like the dark hair that went grey. I don't really care for the heat. I was gardening and washing my car in the rain today. I'm listening while doing the ironing. I thought it best not to watch you, just in case I burn myself with the iron or scorch my clothes. And that's from Dawn up north. Yeah, I've done that before. I do stupid things, really stupid things. Like I put the iron down, you know, iron. I just put that down there for a second, you know, on the clothes. Turn around and do something, and then it always takes longer than you think, doesn't it? This is why I keep burning the bottom of saucepans. Baked beans, usually. I'll put the beans in the pan, you know, put it on maximum warp. I'm just going to pop upstairs, you know, knowing full well that the stove is stone cold at this point. Turn it on 5, come up the stairs. And suddenly I remember 5 minutes later that the beans were on, and you open the door and there's this smell of burnt beans. And you trying to scrape them out of the pan. There was one particular pan, I had to soak it for days and put a dishwasher tablet in. That's usually quite good. If you get something burnt like that, like a frying pan or a saucepan or something like that, right, it's burnt at the bottom, and you've done it a couple of times with water, it's still not having it, then put hot water in. This is what I do, right? I put hot water in, then I drop in a dishwasher tablet, and then I might even, if even that doesn't work, I'll then put it on the stove and turn it on for a while, and it soon comes up then. There you go. Look, a little cooking tip for you there. Little cooking tip. It's taken me a while to get through your messages. All right, my darlings, there's an awful lot of them this evening, and thank you very much. They are all very much appreciated, and I'm always determined to read them all out, my loves. All right, Oliver and posh people are with us, boys and girls. Posh people from Richmond. Richmond in Surrey. Yeah, I can only ever dream of owning a house in Richmond in Surrey, or a flat. Have you seen the price of the flats in Richmond in Surrey? Yes. I drove through there the other day. sometimes my journey to work, normally it takes me M4 or A40, right? For whatever reason, on Friday night, it took me M3, which means I come out in Richmond at Richmond Circus, where the roundabout is, and then I go along, I think it's the Lower Richmond Road, I think. And then I go over Chiswick Bridge. Chiswick, that's what I call it. Chiswick Bridge. And then I joined the enormous queue of cars trying to get over the bleeding Chiswick roundabout. So I went near them this week. And they say, Oliver and Laura in Richmond upon Thames say, hello, Chris. Hope you are well. We have been looking forward to the live. Last night was so funny, you in the chair. Keep it up, our love. Thank you, Oliver. Like I say, that isn't put on. When things go wrong, they go wrong. I think you take a very big risk when you force something wrong, if you see what I mean, where you try and act it. Because I'm not an actor, and I think you'd see straight through it immediately if I ever tried to do anything like that. And besides, I don't want to. This is why Mark Bowles gets so upset. He only watches my shows for a disaster to happen. He probably, at this very moment in time, Mark is watching this thinking that the ball might fall down on my head, which it did once. Again, that's some years ago now. Literally, it's held up with a little ring. Well, it's held up with a fairly solid ring now, but it was held up before with fuse wire. Okay, the thick fuse wire, but nevertheless, fuse wire. And it went round for some years. And then suddenly one day I was sitting in there doing a show and it just fell down and knocked the Christmas tree over because it was a Christmas special. Christmas special. Never mind. High Grade Gaming is with us. Good evening to you. Sent a WhatsApp. Well, why have you sent a text if you've also sent a WhatsApp? Just use one method, okay? Like I say, it takes a while to get through this. Big hello from High Grade Gaming and Chelsea. Loving the shows today. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, High Grade Gaming. Sal in Lincolnshire. She's disappointed. It's 18:22. That's 6:22 in English terms, PM. And I get a Facebook reminder you are on. Who's in charge of these reminders? The NHS? Oh, don't, Sal. The NHS. How many letters and texts do we now get when there's an appointment due? You get a text about a week before, then almost every day until the appointment, don't you? And letters, 2 letters, emails. And the reason is so many people don't turn up to their blooming appointments. Of course, I think it's disgusting. I think it's disgusting not to turn up to an NHS appointment. And please don't anyone say to me you don't know people's circumstances. What, all of them? All of them? No, it's wrong. It's so wrong. Anyway, hello to you, Sal. Welcome along there. Kate and Matt in Bulgaria. Is that where you are, Kate and Matt? Wow. I think you're our first Bulgarian. Now, are you a resident there, I wonder, or are you on holiday? Anyway, Kate and Matt in Bulgaria, welcome to the show, you two. Please check B&M or The Range or JYSK. I don't know what JYSK is. For garden furniture, you'll get some great bargains at this time of the year. B&M. Oh, we've definitely got The Range here. It's not really my favourite shop, The Range. It's just all over the place in there. But I will have a look because I think I'd rather have. I don't like plastic, you know. I'll probably get wooden ones again. But what I've got is clearly had it nearly, as you can see there. You know. Let me see. Hi, Chris. Will you wish Sharon a happy birthday from myself, Vanessa from Barnsley? There you go. Happy birthday, sis, from Vanessa in Barnsley there. Steph Pennell, sorry I had to laugh. She said, you made my night. Having a bad weekend. Didn't mean to laugh. Hope you didn't hurt yourself when you fell off the chair, but it was funny. Bet Mark Bowles is laughing, enjoying the videos. Well, apparently he fell for a chair the other day. Old Mark Bowles as well. He must be putting on some timber. Blimey, for his arse to go for another chair. He's trying to catch up with me, I think. Maybe he's putting on weight, trying to put on weight to be more like me, you know, thinking that I will reject him unless he puts more weight on. What do you think? Oh dear. She says, sorry to laugh though. I thought you was going a bit higher up your leg. Had to get the cushion out. Love singing. Voice of an angel. Who was that one we called Voice of an Angel? Singer. She was Welsh. Do you remember her? And then she started going out in bra and knickers, didn't she? Oh, why do they do that? We loved her like she was. Then they have to start getting all a bit sexual on the telly, don't they? Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do something like that. Come on here in a little skimpy outfit or something like that. Is it going to do it for you? No, I didn't think so. Why did they do it? Shania is a very serious altar server. Yeah, I saw that with my own eyes, Shania, to be honest. Roy's there. Hello, Roy. Roy in the Thames television area. Chris, I can smell your garlic breath. How awful you are, Roy. Yeah. Can you just imagine that, Roy? You know, sitting at a table somewhere and there's someone standing there talking to you and don't light any matches. Blimey. Can garlic breath set anything on fire if you like? You know, pretend you... Oh, you can't smoke in a pub anymore, can you? Mind you. Can you? Like a dragon coming out there, isn't it? Dawn Up North. I think anything by ABBA, of course, would be nice for you to sing to Sharon. You're right there. I work all night, I work all day to pay the bills I have to pay. Ain't it sad? And if there would be something left for me, that's too bad. Yeah, that one. That one. She's a big ABBA fan, my sister. Okay. The Bulgarian people. Here we go. We are residents in Bulgaria. Chris moved here 4 years ago and we love it. Long, hot summers. Is that a place to go and visit on a holiday, Bulgaria? What is there to do there, please? Because I'm doing a bit of travelling now. I always said I would when I was a bit older, and now I'm doing it, you know. So, yeah, interesting. Mark Bowles, fabric ripped on my chair and my arse fell straight through it. I couldn't believe it. I laughed, but Christ, my arse hurt. Well, now you know how I felt yesterday. Were you laughing at me, Mark Bowles? Poor thing. Is it very painful? Well, you might want someone to look at that for you. Hello? Stu and Sarah tell me I've been on YouTube for 19 years and doing lives for 11. Gosh. I did have a little break doing lives a couple of years ago. I was very unhappy with how things were going, and then I started getting obsessed with numbers. And you mustn't do that. You mustn't, because then you start, if it doesn't climb, you know, if the numbers don't go up, then you start getting very disappointed. So I came away from it completely, and then a couple of years ago I've just started again and don't worry too much now about things like that. You know, I've no idea how many people are watching this at the moment, for example. There we are. All right, let's just pop over onto WhatsApp now and do some of those for you. Tara's mum's name is Noreen. Noreen, that's a lovely name, isn't it? Tara's mum's. Do you want me to sing to your mum? I know she's in heaven, but it don't make any difference. Come on, let's sing to Tara's mum as well. Here we go. Noreen, how old is she today, darling? Or would she be? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Noreen. Happy birthday to you. All right, Tara. Especially for your mum. I know you miss her, my love. All right, my darling. Happy birthday to Noreen there. Sandra's there. Hello, Sandra in Rugby. Yep, Sandra in Rugby. Went to Butlin's in the 1980s. Yeah, it was funny, that whole thing, Sandra. You were either Butlin's or Pontins. Don't really know anyone that went to both, if you see what I mean. Now, I've been to Pontins recently. I think it was the year before last and the year before that. And I went with my nephew and his little tribe, Stacey and the rest of them. And we went to Butlin's in... Was it Skegness? Gee, I can't remember now. I'm sure it was Skegness. I'm sure it was Skegness. We went to Butlin's in Skegness 2 years running. And you can apply to... sign up to various different packages, and we signed up to the basic food package, right? Oh, it was the best part of the holiday. The food was amazing. Really good. And that was just the basic package. You could go up and, you know, have more restaurant restaurant style things going on and all that as you went up the ladder. We just had the basic food and it was wonderful. And you know, like, I'm a vegetarian. I thought, oh, you know, bound to be something there that I want. How incorrect was that? There was a very wide selection of vegetarian items there. And you could just keep going up if you wanted to. Oh, I didn't stop eating. I put a 9 stone in one day while I was there. Straight on the injections after. Must lose some weight. No, I don't really want to do anything like that. But the food was great. The entertainment, you know, they did their thing and it was all right. I didn't think it was... Well, maybe this is a different perception now that I'm older, because I worked with lots of shows. When I was a DJ in London, I worked with hundreds of drag queens, and then some people that you would have seen on the telly, Supremes, Brotherhood of Man, what's his name, the really camp bloke, Julian Clary, Lily Savage. I worked with loads of people like that doing their sound and lights. And it might be when I was a child, I was at Pontins, they were doing shows. To me, this was the bee's knees. And maybe it was, or maybe it was because I was a child. When I went to Butlin's, the entertainment was all right, but I wouldn't give it like 10 out of 10, more likely sort of 6 out of 10. Yeah, there was a particular bloke who did Ed Sheeran. Oh my God, it was so boring. He just basically sat on a stool and played the guitar. That being said, that was me who thought that. I thought, oh, I'm bored with this now. Other people would probably be there and thought he was fantastic, you know. So often it's a perception. Doesn't mean they're crap. Not at all. Doesn't mean they're crap at all. You know, I don't like football. I look at football, I think, oh, what a load of crap that is. You know, but it's not. It's only me that doesn't like it. Other people don't like it, but there are many more people who love football, you know, and I get that. So sometimes it's your perception of something, isn't it? But the Butlins was good. We went twice, and then the next time we thought, nah, we don't really want to do that again. Plus, it was really cold. Really cold. And the other thing is, if you want to do extra bits, that costs more money. For example, bow and arrow, what's that called? You know, bow and arrow shooting, which my nephew, of course, was the best at. Poor old Uncle Chris, bottom of the table again. And then there was ice skating. No, I don't think so, mate. No, not doing that. Oh, go on, we've got you a ticket. No, not doing that. Thank you very much. Tried it before. Don't want to do it. Try. Oh, you don't say to me, I'll enjoy it if I'll try it, because it's always no. I might try something and I still didn't enjoy it. Like Chinese food. I'm sorry if you've got any Chinese people. Nothing against you. I just don't like your food. Don't like it. And Indian restaurant food. Not keen on that. Tried that twice. Not keen on it. Round someone's house or do it myself. Lovely. Indian restaurant? No, tried it twice now. Thank you. That's no more for that. Don't say I didn't try it. There we are. So Sandra, yeah, she went to Butlin's in the 80s. We were Pontins people. And really, really wonderful holidays. And I'm actually going to an old Pontins, hopefully in October. I should have already done it, but something came up and I had to move the date. So I'm going down to the Sand Bay in Somerset in October, and looking forward to spending just 4 days there, and it'll be all right. And if it's that bad, I'll just get in the car and come back again. All right. Thank you, Sandra. Nice to hear from you, my love. I'm sure you enjoyed your Butlins in the 1980s. What we got here? Hi, Great Gaming. Myself and Chelsea say Great Yarmouth is... Oh, no. Oh, not Great Yarmouth. Oh no, never again. Oh my, I didn't feel safe walking down through that place with all those people, dear. Very strange people down, well, including yourself, probably. Myself and Chelsea say Great Yarmouth is love. Oh, do you know my eyes are quite good tonight? They changed. There was one morning I was doing my radio show last week, and I'd got up late. I do a little radio show, 8 till 10 at the moment. Next week I'm on 8 till 10, except Tuesday when I'm not on, okay? So that's all ready for tomorrow morning, you see. 8 till 10 o'clock, right? Reachonair.com, type that into your mobile phone or your computer. Click the listen button when you get into that, or you can watch it on a service called Twitch. Can you see that where it says Twitch there? You download Twitch free of charge, set up your free account and look for me on there, Chris Reardon UK, and you can watch the show. All right, and it's 8 till 10 all next week except Tuesday, where I've got to do something Tuesday. And one morning last week, and to do that I get up at 6:45, right? Except one morning last week, don't know what happened, the alarm definitely went off and I didn't get up till 7:30. So I ran down the stairs and made my tea and my yoghurt and blueberries, scoffed that down quickly, came up here, and I'm looking at this computer screen in front of me, and it was all blurry, and I put my glasses on and it was still blurry, so it must have been that my eyes hadn't quite adjusted to everything. They're fine now, not bad at all tonight actually. I can read this without the glasses. Look, myself and Chelsea say Great Yarmouth is lovely. As you said, it's bad. It is. Also, can you sing happy birthday to my cat Jelly? He is 10 years old today. Does he wobble like me then? Because Jelly wobbles. I wobble now. I wobble now. My arse wobbles. I'm sure it does. He watches you when you're on what your cat watches. God. Yeah, what YouTuber can sit here and say that, well, there's not many lives anymore, is there? There used to be so many lives on here. Although a lot of the lives, they kind of broke down into basic chat boxes. There was a few people who did lives. And, you know, again, it's something you would like and perhaps I might not like or other people might like and he doesn't like it. It's a bit like that. Everything is like that. The world is like that. You know, you like that. There's a couple of names I could say now. There's a couple of names, and if I said there's one particular name which I could say now, which you would either go mad or for, oh yeah, what a great person that was. I won't even tell you if it's a man or a lady, so I won't, because it's just not worth the hassle, right? It's not worth the hassle. But what the lives that I used to see, it was basically they'd be all blokes. They'd be all blokes. There'd be like 12 of them in like a section of screen. So if your screen's there, right, so it'll be split up like that, right, and across like that, and each little thing would have a bloke in it, and they'll be talking about cars and stuff like that. And I didn't really get onto that. I didn't try it either. I watched a few of them when I was around my sister's house, but they weren't kind of doing it for me. It just ended up like a glorified chat box. That's not a show, is it? It's not a show, is it? You know what I mean? It's like just a chat box. So it is what it is. But I don't know any YouTubers that have cats watching their shows. I'm very pleased to point that out. Anyway, the cat Jelly is 10, so happy birthday today to Jelly. Keep wobbling. There's nothing wrong with a bit of wobbling. It's when you turn around suddenly and your ass knocks someone over. That's when you got to worry. Oh dear, it must be the bright shirts. Very happy to see you live. Can show you the pictures. I can't download those while I'm doing this, it takes too much time. We went away on Friday, it was beautiful. Chelsea says you're great and cheer her up, so hello to you, Chelsea. All right, it's a lovely name, Chelsea, I must say. I will look at those pictures after the show, okay, my darlings? I can't really shove pictures straight up onto the screen. It takes a while to do these things, all right? Kirsty's there. Hi Chris, how are you? No, I can relax and enjoy your show. Yes, we are in Derbyshire and just chilling. Happy birthday to Sharon tonight. Thank you, Kirsty. Lisa Lewis in the house. Hello, Lisa. What she sent me to today. This is what I woke up to the other day. Only 8 hours in the oven. Oh, you know, I just said I can't show you pictures. I forgot. Of course I can. Of course I can. I can take a picture with my camera and do it like that. Right? Let me just show you, and then I go back to who is it now? Who is it? We'll go back to Chelsea's email. Chelsea and right, okay. Look, her son tried to cook something, and she woke up. Oh, this is awful. I thought it was a spider at first. Look at this. Hang on, let me turn the brightness down, or you won't be able to see it. It'll blur out. What is that? Burger and chips. I love it. Did you eat it then? Blimey, look at that. 8 hours, burger and chips in the oven. What happened? Did he go asleep? I don't know how... I'm trying to work out how old your son would be, Lisa. I'm looking at you and thinking he can't be that old. He must be a teenager, is he? Is he old enough to go out and get drunk with his mates yet, like we all did? If so, that's probably what happened, isn't it? He's got drunk, put something in the oven and fallen asleep. Oh, that's terrible. Right, let's see if we can... high-grade gaming. Sending me... What are you sending me pictures of there? Hang on. Okay, what is that? Oh, is that you in Great Yarmouth? Oh, it's a picture of a window, is it? Okay. Right, picture of a window. Right, I'm just trying to see what might be of interest. Picture of cars. I don't know what that is. Is that the hotel or what is it of? Who's that in the sea? Is that you? Oh, here he is in the sea. There's a bit of nakedness. I don't know if YouTube would like that picture. But thanks anyway. I'll save it for myself. Oh dear. Emma's there in Portugal. Hello, my love. Hello to Emma in Portugal. Hi, Chris. Hope you're well. It was Charlotte Church, of course. Voice of an angel. Charlotte Church. Voice of an angel, breath like an ashtray. Someone said that, didn't they? Who was it who said that? And she made an appearance on Little Britain, didn't she? It was hilarious. I think it was the last ever Little Britain there. Simon in Oakhampton says, maybe the spaceship Honda is still wiping tears away watching you fall off the chair. Dangerous you go into a garden centre. Won't come back with just furniture. I don't even go there. The amount of plants I bought over the last few years, and it's just... my garden just they just don't happen there. I don't know why. Let me see. Bulgaria is amazing. Say Katie and Matt, who live in Bulgaria. Lots to do. Hosting. Of course you're doing the Eurovision, aren't you? Of course you are. Hosting Eurovision next year. If you ever decide to go and visit, go to Plovdiv. It's wonderful, but avoid June, July and August because it gets so hot. Yeah, same with Florida. Listen, don't ever go to Disney June, July, August, September. Oh, it's awful. Awful. Thank you very much. I'll look that up, Bulgaria. Thank you. Has my sister been there? Or were they talking about going there? I can't remember. I'm sure she mentioned Bulgaria at some point. Anyway. Dean in Surrey. Hello to you, Dean. Welcome along to our little show, Dean. He's always there. He's not too far away here in Surrey as well. Big G joining us. Evening, mate. Been here since the start. My family holidays were at Butlin's. There you go. Look, every year as a kid. The one in Clacton, that is sadly not there anymore. He used to love it, yeah. Yeah, you see, it's just a different world now, isn't it? I'm not sure people want to do these things anymore. You know, Butlins get up at 9 o'clock in the morning or 8 o'clock in the morning with loudspeakers playing music, telling you to go to breakfast. We loved it. I was amazed by this bit of music coming out of a speaker. I know it sounds silly, Big G. Wow, how are they doing that? And then I think that's one of the I started putting speakers from my bedroom at home, and I would have been 13 or 14 at the time. I used to run a wire down into the living room, you see, for so that they could hear my music from my bedroom. My mum and dad never moaned. They must have got on their nerves. Mum and dad never moaned about anything. Good evening to... I don't know who you are there. You haven't put your name there. Your number finishes 36. And you say, good evening, Chris. Hope you're good. Love your show and cooking streams and DIY. And they mentioned archery as, of course, the bow and arrow thing. I can't remember what it was called there. Thank you very much. You haven't put your name there. Up to you. You can send your name over and I can attach it to your number. All right? Or not. It's up to you. Patricia in Manchester's a bit late tonight. Mummy's doing well. She's been busy with her all day today, haven't you, my love? Gosh, yeah, she had a little bit of a fall. Patricia's mum, poor thing, and hurt herself. So her daughter's been looking after her, which is great. Really, really good. Well done. Sal in your Lincolnshire. I can remember going, I think was Butlin's for a fit and fun weekend in the winter months years ago. Food was ultra healthy. Oh, it must have been awful for you. What? No donuts? Oh, no. No treacle sponge pudding. There's a video coming up of treacle sponge pudding. Is it next week? Hang on, I'll tell you when. I've done a treacle sponge pudding. Oh no, this is my 2027 calendar. Not busy. Not busy. Not busy. Nothing happening. Needs to start getting that full. August, very busy. Very busy. September, very, very busy. Look, busy. Very busy. October, busy. Look. November, very, very busy. Isle of Wight, very busy. December, filling up quickly. Very, very busy. Hang on, let me tell you the treacle sponge. I've done a treacle sponge this week. That's going to be one of my cooking videos. And it is on Thursday week. Treacle sponge. Treacle sponge. Next week's videos, 12 o'clock. Sorry, that's a doctor's appointment here. On Tuesday, Tuesday's video is called Mr. Matic. Okay? What's Mr. Matic, Chris? Okay. It's a little toy that we had in the 1970s that was given to me. Okay, it's an orange thing with a little thing, and it involves putting paint in it. That's all I'm saying. It involves putting paint in it. So Tuesday is Mr. Matic, and Thursday next week is cheese and veg pasties. Okay? That's what the two videos are coming up next week. Tuesday, Mr. Matic. Thursday, cheese and veg pasties. And I'm afraid there's no special guests or anything. It's just me on my own. Sorry to disappoint you all. Okay. Anyway, where were we? Sal in Lincolnshire. Yeah, fit and fun weekend in the winter months. Food was ultra healthy. Chalet was absolutely freezing, and sessions were regimented. That's how the when you say regimented, it's not like someone was lining us all up. You will move here now. Weren't like that. But there were set times, weren't there? Breakfast 8 till 10, lunch 12 till 2, dinner 8 till entertainment starts there. No one's like dragging you along, but yeah, I do see what you mean by it being regimented, but we liked it. Sal says, I lost so much weight over that weekend. Sorry, we'll have to skip treacle sponge. Diabetic as Elf 3 weeks ago. Oh. Well, I'll tell you what to do. I don't know if you've got the diabeticness. The diabetes. I don't know if you've got the diabetes you can diet your way out of, or the other one that you can't diet your way out of. But if you're lucky enough to have the one that you can diet your way out of it, and then when you've dieted your way out of it, then try the treacle sponge. Happy days, you see. Always here to help. No, you're welcome. Please don't send me any tips. Thank you very much. Back to Oliver and Laura in Richmond. Charlotte Church on the scene of the Catherine Tate Nan when she was doing singing, weren't she? It was a Christmas do, weren't it? What a great series that was. Catherine Tate. Yeah, I knew one of the writers, Darren. He wrote Benidorm. Yeah, he's a good friend of mine. He's a lovely man. He went through this divorce. He was married to this other bloke. And the other bloke took him for everything, because of course he made a lot of money doing the Benidorm and all that. The other bloke took him for everything. Of course, it's just the way it is, though, isn't it? Thank you very much. Let me see. Where are we now? I can't do that. High grade gaming. Let me see. Are you opening the line start? Yeah, we'll be. And I've got your pictures there. Yeah, I saw your pictures. Yeah, it's not really okay. Are you opening the lines tonight? Yeah, we're opening the phone shortly, so stand by for that, Mr. Hemel Hempstead. Who's this here? Hi, Chris. Can you say hello to Gerald and Hannah? Louise, hope you're having a good evening. Did you get the nail sorted out on the stairs? Yes. If you were watching the drill video where it all went a little bit wrong, you'll be very pleased to know I gave up on that. It was quite. I thought it was quite dangerous doing that, and I got a bloke in to do it for 30 quid. I only had 40 quid. I only had 2 20s, so I gave him 40, and he's searching around for 10 quid. Or at least he says he was. I'm sure he was actually. He was quite down to earth. This bloke, big bloke, and he was telling me he was being treated for the bleeding prostate C. We don't say that word on this program. The prostate C. Yeah, the big one. He was being treated for that, but he carries on working. And yeah, he put it up for 30 quid. Yeah, and it was done. Just in case anyone's worrying that. Thank you very much for asking there. Zach's there. Hello, Zach. You right, Zach? Zach is in the house. Hello, it's Zach. We will send you the school cake pictures. Sorry, me and Mum keep forgetting. He's in Skegness and enjoying it. Never laughed as much with you falling off your chair. Ace gave me such a belly laugh. I'm glad you had a laugh, Zach. You know, even though I've possibly, you know, damaged my leg forever, the fact that you've laughed is all that matters to me. All right. Let me see. Mark, what's he saying? Mark says, not sure I'd want you poking around my nether regions. Yeah, if you say so, Mark. It's always those that say no, isn't it? And Gary Ross, sounds like you need a living housekeeper. Handyman, Chris. Great that you've said that, because that can bring you on to one of the stories I've got here today, all right, which I'm coming to in a moment. Tara's mum's 88 today. Thank you very much there. DJ Sparky and Joe, hello to you. They are, good evening, Chris. What a day yesterday. We was at the carnival, me and the wife enjoying ourselves as the photographer and the drone pilot. Over 15,000 photographs. I've included one with this message. Blimey, that's a lot of photos to take, isn't it? 1,500 photos. What are you going to do with all those? And who's that bloke in the shorts then? Should I know him? He looks like someone off the telly. I don't know where it is. Let's just zoom in on that. He's been taking loads of photos. He does that as a thing. There you go. Something like DJ Sparky have been to. Thank you very much. Lisa. Lisa's son. She's the one who got the burnt dinner. 18. Yeah, that makes sense then. He was 18. Shoved something in the oven and fell asleep. 8 hours later. Was there smoke in the kitchen, Lisa? It took me a day to get rid of the smell. Were you in bed at the time? Did he come in late and you was in bed? And you just... Oh, God. Tom and Natalie in Bracknell. Yes, they're just down the road from me. Hello, Tom and Natalie. Welcome along. Hope you're doing well. Did you view the eclipse recently? No, I didn't. I missed it. I knew it was on, but it was only a partial eclipse. I had no glasses, so I thought I'd just leave it. However, I was downstairs watching the telly and I was aware of the time, and I'm kind of looking out the window, waiting for something to happen. And then suddenly it went dim. And when I say it went dim, a little bit like myself, dim, okay? When it didn't go dim as in nighttime dim. It went dim as in shadow dim. It was like this dark shadow came across a lot of stuff, and the light intensity certainly went down. So at that point I decided to go out, and I'm kind of walking along, and you must not look at the sun, you know. And I walked along to a point because I'm in the part of Bracknell, Tom and Natalie, that I'm surrounded by tall pine trees. However, there are gaps, and I could see on my garage door. The sun was right on my garage door, so I thought, right, it's there. And I'm kind of looking at the side of it, and I could see the sun there. So my nephew, he said, put your back to the sun. This is Gary. He said, and then go like that with your phone, like you're taking a picture of yourself. And you should be able to see the sun in this phone there and the eclipse going on. So I did try that. No, that didn't work. No, it just blew. It just was just a bright light on there. So no, I didn't see it. However, I did see it in 1999. I can't remember the date of it now. Was Mum still alive then? Yeah, she was alive in 1999. She died in 2000. My mum. And I walked down, and one of my neighbours, Pearl, she'd come outside as well. So, do you come to see the sun? Yeah, that's right. So we waited till it went really dark, and I kind of glanced at the corner of my eye, and I could see that you could no longer see the sun. And then I looked. Wow. And everything had gone dark, much darker than it was this time. Everything had gone dark. Everything stopped singing. It went really quiet. And it was something. It was something. I know many people went to see it this time. And not back here for some years now, is it? Because it will be in other parts of the world. I think Sydney have it in a couple of years' time. And that might be really nice, to actually see an eclipse of the sun across Sydney Harbour. or the Opera House, which would be packed, I would imagine. I'd be inclined to go and stand in the Botanical Gardens in Sydney in Australia, because I think they've got it in a couple of years' time. Thank you. Tom and Natalie saw it from Lily Hill Park in Bracknell. Yep. People were selling the Eclipse glasses on Facebook Marketplace for £30 a pair. And there's no guarantee they were the right ones, were they? You see, I'd be very funny at buying something like that. It's like this electronic stuff that's sold on Facebook Live. There's this... I have terrible phone signal in here. Terrible phone signal, right? 3G, 4G phone signal, like... What have I got now? 1 bar. And often the phone doesn't ring, or you're talking to someone. Oh, I can't hear you. It's cutting out in the house. There's this gadget you can buy. It's not cheap. Not cheap. About 280, 300 quid, right? You're supposed to put it out, I think, outside your house, an area outside, and it brings the signal in. But I don't know if it works or not. You know? And I had a friend, and he was always buying stuff off Facebook Marketplace, and what arrived would be nothing like he was expecting to arrive, or indeed like the picture. So I'm a bit funny buying anything like that. Although I have bought plants off TikTok, and they've come really nice plants, except for whatever reason they just die in a bit of earth that I've got out there. Certain things seem to work there, but there's not a lot there at the moment that's still alive. Only the really big shrubs that I go out every night and shove over, or every couple of nights and shove over another bucket of water, because we can't use sprinklers or anything. Also, I wanted to say we enjoyed your organ playing on your recent videos. Would absolutely love to hear some more if possible. Talented from Tom and Natalie in Bracknell. So thank you, Tom and Natalie. Yeah, I'm going to go and do, I think it was Tara who wanted to see inside my church, St. Joseph's in Bracknell. So when I go in there with my camera, if there's no one around, I'll open up the organ and give you a couple of little hymns on there. Alrighty. Gary Coleraine in Northern Ireland, hello to you. Sorry you're all right. I hope you're all right after your mishap falling off the chair. Never laughed so much. He enjoys the blogs and the vlogs. Thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoy them. Mark. Not much. Not much. Email job, that one, Mark. All right. Kate and... Oh, hang on. Come on, is that working? Kate and Matt are there. Hello, just info for you, worth a look. Let's have a little look there. Oh, she sent me some pictures. Is that rattan? Is it rattan? Plastic chairs and all that, and tables. Not for me. I don't really like that stuff. Thank you for sending it. I do appreciate you sending it. But I don't really like the plastic. Oh, are they the people in Bulgaria? Yeah, people in Bulgaria. Okay, lovely. Oh, you look very intelligent person with your glasses there, Katie. Very intelligent. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, I kind of go wooden, really. Like I say, the trouble is I don't look after it. My sister, on the other hand, she oils her stuff. You know, you get this, like, wood oil that I think you have to do it every year or a couple of times a year, and she just wipes it on and it sinks into the wood and it protects it. I can't be bothered with anything like that. Listen, if I can't be bothered to tidy up my own house, I'm not going to go start putting wood on stuff, am I? Oh, oil on stuff. That's all right, Mark. That's all right. I'll send you a little message there. No, you're never rude. You're never rude. I would say that was a caring email, not a rude one. All right. Where we going? Here we go. What's this now you've sent me? People sending photos. Oh, my God. Me in Great Yarmouth. I've got to show you this. Hi, Great Gaming. M. Hemel has just sent this in. Look. This would be me. If I was living in Great Yarmouth, right, look at me now, right, this would probably be what I would turn into. Something like... Oh, hang on a minute. I'm sorry, I just was a bit concerned I might put your number up, and I don't think I did. There we go. Oh, I can't... Hang on. Yeah, that's it. I sold it like that. There we go. I think I'd rather have no hair like I have rather than hair like that. And what's that awful clocks? They're awful, those clocks, aren't they? You in Great Yarmouth with hair during a live show. AI in 5 minutes. Thank you very much. And who is this? James Biggins on YouTube. is the one that loves the shows and the cooking videos. Thank you very much, James. I'll add you into the system. All right, and then you won't have to send your name anymore. Right, are we through that? Yep, okay. Right, I'll open the phone. How's it 7:10? Where did the time go? Where are we now? August, September, October, 4 months to Christmas. But that's okay. I'm just reminding you of that, right? Because now gives you a little bit of time to save up for a nice gift for me. Thank you very much. Right. Okay. I'll open the phone lines up after this little story here. Because Gary Ross, this is just so perfect because it's one of the things that is in the little menu of stuff we may or may not talk about. When you see that menu of stuff in tonight's show, all that stuff's there in case we need to refer to it. I've kind of taken the opinion that it's more important to read out all your messages than force you to listen to stories, if you see what I mean. So I have the stories there in case we run out, if you see what I mean. Although I do like to do a couple of them. And Gary Ross's email excellently leads into one of these stories. And he says, sounds like you need a live-in housekeeper or a handyman, Chris. All right? Which leads nicely into this story, which is in the Daily Mail. And I don't like people coming into my house that I don't know. I have a regular painter now. His name's Rob. He lives just down the road. He had a bit of trouble with his back recently. He's a lovely bloke. Lovely bloke. And he comes and does all my painting and quite happily go out and leave him in here. You know what I mean? There's a couple of friends I'd be happy to leave in here. Roy, who's with us tonight, and he's never been here, but I'd leave him in here. Any family members, of course, happy to. When it comes to like a workman that I don't really know, for example, the bloke who put up the screw the other day, I was a little bit concerned about him because I didn't know him. But after a while, I thought, yeah, you're okay. And then, of course, you remember the window cleaners a couple of weeks ago. Well, that was frightening. That was when they turned up. I don't know if I've still got the pictures. Did I show you the picture? No, that would be unfair. That would be unfair. But the pair of them looked like they were both on drugs and had just come out of prison. I mean, I don't know what they would have done in prison. Probably, chopped up a body somewhere and dumped it in a suitcase in a forest somewhere. They look like those sort of people. Do you know what I mean? I was terrified. But when I opened the door and I was standing, I thought, oh my God, what have we got here? And then they said, hello, sir, how are you? And they were really polite. Never judge a book by its cover. Shame on me for judging those people because they came in and they did a fantastic job and they were really polite. Shame on me for thinking like that about people, really. But anyway, and this story really resonated with me in the Super Sora Way Daily Mail, written by Sibylla Hart, freelance writer. I wonder how much they get for these letters. Stuff that they write in the Daily Mail. After we've done this, shut up, Roy. After we've done, chop, chop, chop. Is he become a hacker? I think he's become a hacker. Anyway, I wonder how much these people get for writing stories in the Daily Mail. After we've done this, I'll open up the phone lines, and you never know. The lovely Julie may call us. The lovely Julie. Here we go. Daily Mail. Perhaps it's my fault for having 5 children, 5 dogs and 2 cats, plus 4 chickens, 1 horse, although they can't be responsible for Lego on the floor and get fistful of fur on the sofa. My house is in a permanent mess, and surely this is why cleaners keep sacking me. For the great unspoken rule of the merry-go-round is that hiring and crucially keeping a cleaner is that your house must essentially be pristine before they come. Have any of you got cleaners? I had one for once, only once, and a mate of mine at the time arranged a cleaner to come round, and she came, and she was nice. There was nothing wrong with her. I observed her. She was on the table picking up stuff, wiping under it, putting it back down, and chatting away to me. And after she left, I thought, I'm not comfortable with this. People going through my stuff. Do you know what I mean? We're not talking going through drawers and stuff like that, but nevertheless, it's your stuff, innit? Don't matter what it was. It was just a random piece of paper left on a table, or a little ornament or something, you know. Anyway, we first moved into our 6-bedroom Essex farmhouse. We only had 3 children, and the tide of plastic toys and clumps of cat hair had not yet infiltrated. Not many months after our arrival, I looked out of our kitchen window and realised the scene outside was increasingly obscured by blue bottle-filled cobwebs and grubby handprints. I saw the light, or rather didn't, and realised the house was becoming a health hazard. Not many months after our arrival, however... Oh, I've done that. In the beginning, we used agency cleaners, who arrived looking as lacklustre as the murky water in their bucket. I remember eyeing the filthy mop and knowing they hadn't rinsed it out since the last job. Not a good start. When I asked one of the cleaning duo to iron some shirts, she did it one-handed, which wasn't a sign of great ironing proficiency, but to leave the other hand free to hold her phone. Oh, come on, really? So you'd have a cleaner in once she's on the phone to her mates while she's... No, that ain't a job, is it? We decided to find a non-agency cleaner with whom we could establish a relationship, a local someone who would get to know our family's problems and wouldn't leave new creases in my husband's shirt. The first lady who turned up for an interview, on reflection, this was very much her interviewing us. She said she would need 6 hours a week to tackle the house. 6 hours? She was right, but that made her too expensive. So we hired someone with lower standards, significantly lower, she says. This was the cleaner who, when one of the dogs has an accident on the kitchen floor, sucked up the poo through the pole of my bagless shark vacuum cleaner. Oh, it would have made the house stink, wouldn't it? Hoovering up poo? Oh, no. When I questioned this, my mind boggled and the shark stinking no matter how much disinfectant I poured into it. She said she couldn't bend down to pick up the offended article because of her bad back. Well, I was 9 months pregnant and couldn't do it either. The house was quite literally going to the dogs. We had a contratemps and she sacked me as a client. What on earth is a contratemps? I don't know. Then a friend mentioned Anna, who had a reputation as being a cleaning wizard. But she warned I would never get a slot with Anna. Not only did she have a waiting list, she would surely raise her eyebrows at my menagerie of children and animals. Still, it was worth a call. In the end, I think Anna took pity on me, agreeing, after some blatant begging, to squeeze me into her schedule for a mutually accepted 3 hours a week. I was over the moon. Anna whipped round the house, dusting each room with an array of precisely defined coloured cloths as she popped the sudden mop head into a plastic bag to take home to wash at her house. I breathed a sigh of relief. She didn't even seem to mind the surfeit of Peppa Pig merchandise, nor the muddy paw prints. Anna was heaven sent and I was in love. Even more so considering the state of the house. By the time she started, I just had my 5th child. Blimey, she's knocking them out left, right and centre, that one. And won't pretend it was anything other than a tip. The children were by then 12, 9, 6 and 4, plus a newborn, and I was either breastfeeding or looking after the little ones. Tidying fell right to the bottom of the huge laundry pile, and that's where I am. In my life, right, tidying is right at the bottom of the pile. I just can't be arsed. I'm sorry. It's a terrible thing, really. Especially when you go in other people's houses, and they are pristine. Everything's in its place. I don't know what's happened to me. This didn't seem to faze the wonderful Anna at first, but as time went on, the cracks began to show. Or perhaps she should have pulled up her trousers. Oh, sorry, I see what you mean. One day, a couple of years after she'd started with us, I was sitting on the sofa, juggling a toddler and my work laptop, when I apologised the house was a mess. For the first time, I noticed a small shift in the atmosphere. No change there then, Sibylla, she replied, a hint of steel in her eyes. Granted, it had not been a good morning. A child had smothered one of the dogs with pseudo-cream, and my favourite Valentino waterfly blusher had somehow upended itself onto the bed sheets. I looked around. The place was worse even than usual. Had Anna's weekly visits lulled me into a false sense of security? Had I stopped even trying? I've stopped trying. I've got to get out of that. So I attempted to give up my game, but to up my game, but the die was cast. Even the most saintly professional cleaner has her limits, and I started to receive messages from Anna with a whole manner of excuses as to why she couldn't come. Her car wouldn't start. She had a cold. So did her child and the dog. Oh! When she did come, there was a new attitude, a permanently side eye at the state of the place, a grunt of displeasure upon opening a bedroom door, an audible sigh as she contemplated the bathroom. Her judgmental stare was making me feel increasingly embarrassed. By the time my youngest started nursery, aged 3, she'd had enough. Yes, I was sacked as a client again. All the fur was triggering her allergies, she said, and the mess she found upon arrival made cleaning the house akin to wading through treacle. For a while I grieved her absence, and I rolled up my sleeves and decided to do it myself in a bi-weekly cleaning frenzy. I rope in the kids and my husband too, and somehow we got through it. The house is reasonably clean now, though as messy as ever, but at least the only person judging it is for me. And it says there, Anna's name has been changed. I think the lady with the cleaning is just too fussy. I think she was just too fussy. I bet her house was lovely and clean after that poor Anna done it. But I mean, you'd get fed up in the end, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you get fed up in the end if you kept going round to clean someone's house? And I know it's your job, right? But if you kept going round to clean someone's house, and when you went back the next day, it was in that state again, you'd get fed up with it, wouldn't you? I'm sure you would. Although they're being paid to do the job. But they get to see everything, don't they? You know, maybe you've had a little accident in the toilet and you haven't cleaned the toilet properly. You haven't flushed the chain and your cleaner's cut. Oh, bleh. Or what was the video I saw the other day? Some YouTube video it was. Oh, it was awful. No, it was Clarkson's Farm. Have you seen the latest, one of the newer Clarkson Farm episodes, where he goes into the toilet and it's just full up with... Oh. Good job I weren't having my pea curry. Oh, God. Awful. Anyway, have any of you got cleaners as a matter of interest? I don't know, you know, you've got your... And I'm not saying they would nick anything, because, you know, if they did, wouldn't have a job anymore, would they? Like, you leave your credit cards somewhere, don't you? You leave your car keys, and you know where they are. Maybe you've got a stash of money in your house somewhere, only you know where it is. Once you get a cleaner in, you know... Maybe if I had a cleaner when I was younger. Oh no, I wouldn't have been able to do that. You know, I don't want to give the game away too much, but every day they would have had to meet someone else here, different. Oh dear, Mark Bowles, please, open the phone line so we can hear Julie call tonight. I will do that for you. Right now, actually. Kieran and Jason are in there from Kettering. Hello. All right, you two. Chris, he'll really enjoying the videos, especially when they go wrong. Cheers, Jason and Kieran from Kettering. So, hello, you two boys, are you? Hello to you two, my darlings. All right, and Tara in Melbourne. Can't wait to see the inside of your church. Oh, what? I thought you wanted to see my cystoscopy photographs then for a moment, Tara. Which I can show if you want me to. She wants to see the inside of the church, and what a bonus it will be to see you playing the organ there. Thank you very much there. Okie doke. Right, let's open the phone line. Only have to click something quickly. There you go. It's open. All right. If anyone wants to call in tonight, you can do so. Phone line's open. 020-8144-3477 is my local London number. It's not a premium rate number or anything like that. Ain't going to cost you £10 million an hour. Just a normal London number. 020-8144-3477. Don't make the mistake, if you're going to call, of calling the text number, because that won't ring. Okay? The text number won't ring. So it's a local London number, 020 8144 3477. Give us a call if you want to or not. Up to you. Okay. Hello to, let's see here. You haven't given me a name here, so I don't know who you are there. Hang on a minute, let me have a look. It says, evening, starting new job tomorrow as a YouTube comment moderator for a lovely young couple in Lincolnshire, under strict orders to remove any comment that doesn't blow smoke up their arses. I wonder who that is then. Young couple in Lincolnshire. I don't know who they are. Wish me luck on my new job. Love your content. Keep up the good work. So thank you very much. You haven't mentioned your name there. So if you want to send your name, then I can read it out there, okay? Patricia in Manchester. She says she cleans a lot. I drive people mad. Is that your job, cleaning? Or are you... Or you mean clean your own house there, I wonder? She says, I listen to your morning show, clearing away. I wish I could chill out and sit still. Well, I can't sit still the same as you, Patricia. But cleaning is just not one of the things that I want to do. It just bores me. Sometimes I look down. You know I want those bits of wood at the bottom. What are they called? You know, floor, carpet, bit of wood on the side. What's that? I don't know. Yeah, it's got a name, isn't it? Them little wooden bits go around the side of your floor. Whatever that is. And there's like a line of dust on there. Now and again I get the Hoover out, especially in the bedroom. The bedroom is the most tidy room in this house. Seriously, it is. Everything's in cupboards, and that's probably a good thing. Doesn't help you sleep though. I have terrible trouble sleeping most of the time. Hello to Jade and Charlie in Eastbourne. Is a full-time cleaner. Look at this. And believe me, I see it all. From Jane, you see, that's the thing. They see it all, cleaners. You are letting them right into your life. There's nothing you can... And I bet, Jane, you know, I don't know, do you just do one place or many houses or businesses? I bet if you're in someone's house and the woman's in there and she shares all her secrets with you, would I be right in thinking that? I bet they share all their secrets with you, don't they? Thank you. Thank you, Patricia in Manchester. Skirting board, that's what I was trying to remember there. Skirting board. That's it, skirting board. Little layer of dust all around there. 020 8144 3477 if you want to call in. Or Oliver and Laura in Richmond, skirting boards. Oh, I bet the skirting boards are really posh in Richmond. I remember they are. I went in a lot of houses in Richmond when I was fixing the phones round there, mate. They were like this. Ornate. Not just a bit of wood tacked on. Fixed to the wall properly they were, and ornate little wood carvings. That's what the houses are like in Richmond, where Oliver and Laura live. Yeah, they're not in no second-hand council house like I am. Simon and Kelly, I don't know, Beading Edge. Oh, that's a new one. Never heard of that one, Beading Edge. Dawn from up north, she's got loads of skirting boards around her, haven't you, my love? Hey? I don't think Julie's with us tonight. It doesn't look like Julie's there. Either that or she gave up waiting for me to open the phone. Jane and Charlie in Eastbourne. I clean up to 4 houses a day. Oh, okay. I hear all the secrets and gossip. Oh, that's a great job for you. I'd like to hear gossip. I like it. You know, at church, after the 8:30 mass, because it's when it's my turn to play the organ, I do both masses, 8:30, then there's a break of about, for me, it's a break of an hour, but for me it's a break of half an hour. Okay, so I play the organ for the 8:30, and then I go in the tea room for about half an hour before I go back in for 10 o'clock, because then my 10 o'clock choir start arriving, and I like to practice sometimes, right? And I go on this, there's a table in that tea room. Oh, the gossip, shocking state of affairs, it really is. The gossip on that table is unbelievable. I love it. I go over there and say, "You all right? Here, come on, what's the news today?" And she goes, "What do you want to know, Chris?" Anyway, yeah, Jane gets all the gossip. She hears all the secrets. What a great job that is, Jane. So you could do your own show. You could do your own show. Funnily enough, people that do their own shows, there's a lad, he's not very old, 25, 28, somewhere around there, and he works, or he did work, in a travel lodge or a Premier Inn, and he would go around with his little mobile camera. I don't know if they sacked him actually for doing this, but he was a house what do you call it, housekeeping. He'd knock on housekeeping, and he'd go in, and they're always gone. They've gone now. They've left. Right, gone home. And he would show us around the room at some of the states of some of these rooms. God. And then people would leave clothes. He'd leave clothes. So he'd say, oh, what we got here? Right, we've got a nice blouse here. We go. Oh, a nice pair of trousers. And he would then, right, back in a minute. And then he'd disappear and come back on camera with the outfit on. It was hilarious. Hilarious. And one day he was with his mate. And they went into this room. Oh, it was shocking. The state of the room. I know that you're on holiday, right? And there are people paid to clean the room. But honestly, the state of rooms that some of these people have to clear out. Really. It's awful. Awful. But it is what it is, isn't it? That's the job, I'm afraid. Oliver and Laura, here we are. I knew it. They are huge. Take longer to paint. See, he's got big skirting boards in his house in Richmond. Like that they are. Little wood carvings. You have to get out one of those little hobby paint brushes to get right in the wood carving. Do you paint that in a different colour, do you, Oliver? I think I got the name of the church wrong. You know the church at the top of Richmond Hill? Not quite the top of Richmond Hill. Go back a bit and down round. It's on the, not the bend, not the final, not. Okay, so come up Richmond Hill. If you're coming from town centre, up Richmond Hill in a straight line, then junction, right, straight over to Richmond Park, or left. Okay, so left. Remember I told you about the little newsagent there, right? A little bit further down there, curve into the left, church there. Is it St Paul's or St Matthias? I think I said it was St Matthias, and I thought about that after we finished the show, but I think it's St Paul's, and they used to have a cafe in there during the daytime. And when I was working for BT, all the blokes, I never went in there myself, but a lot of the blokes went in there and had tea, and used to get caught by our governor, Larry. Larry, his name was, our governor. He was a great man, really very, very fair. They took the mick out of him a little bit. Yeah, the blokes that used to work at BT. They would take the mick out of him by sitting in the church for like 2 hours having tea and all that when they're supposed to be working. But, you know, there we are. Oh, it is St Matthias. Oh, okay, it is St Matthias. Oh, so I was right the first time. I thought it might be called St... Is it still there? Of course it's still there. I might pop up there for a cup of tea at some point. That might be quite nice. A little visit to Richmond. By train. Shan't be parking anywhere around there. Oh, they're horrendous, those parking people round there. When I used to work for BT, I could park anywhere. Seriously. When I worked for BT, we could literally stop on double yellow lines, get out and go and do our job. No one would bother us. And then as time went on, you know, when the councils decided to get private traffic, there were no private traffic ones, they were all like the wasps with the yellow. They'd leave us alone completely. There was only one time they said something to me. It was a policeman, actually. And I'd stopped my van. I got out as I'm locking the door. Excuse me, sir. So, he said, sorry to bother you, but you've parked right close to that bend there. Can you just come back a bit? Stay on the double yellow lines, but just come back a bit. You're a bit close to that bend. Oh, yeah, sorry, mate. I just reversed a bit on the one-way traffic. And, yeah, we were able to park anywhere. Not anymore, though. No, they have to get... tickets the same as everyone else now, because we were and they still are considered an essential service, British Telecom. See, all right, Big G, I live in a home, not a show home, so mess is expected. Having 2 crazy cats, that doesn't help. Oh, we like a crazy cat. I like a crazy cat, don't you? There's a crazy cat on TikTok called Pumba. Let me see if I can find him. Pumba. I've got a TikTok to show you as well tonight. A young lady called Veronica who works at customer services. So don't go anywhere. You're going to love her. You're going to love her. Pumba. Let me see if I can find him on here. TikTok. Now on TikTok, turn the sound down in case we get music on there. Pumba. Where is it? Pumba. Oh, where's the search thing gone? There it is. P-U-M-B-A. Pumba. It's a caracal cat. You ever heard of that? Because I hadn't. I thought it was a lynx. This is Pumba. And I don't think I'd ever want a Pumba cat because they seem to get quite angry and hiss a lot. Yeah. Pumba. Now you wouldn't want that something like that sitting on your lap and suddenly turning on you, would you? There's a couple of those cat, whatever they're called now. There's a couple of them on there. One is just so lovely and it doesn't like anyone except its owner. And it sits there with its owner. Its owner's like this, and someone else's hand comes like that. It goes. I don't think I'd want a cat because cats can be very funny. You know, 1 minute, and actually my nephew Gary's got one of these. 1 minute you're stroking it and it's all lovely and happy. It's all lovely and happy like that. And then suddenly it just turns around and bites you. Quite hard as well. In fact, I think my sister got an infected finger from that years ago. From that cat. All right? Which is bad enough if you've got a normal type domestic cat. If you've got something like that and it turns on you, there's some serious damage going to occur, isn't there? Possibly death even. I don't know. But that's a Pumba cat there. Anyway, there's someone else I've come across on TikTok called Veronica. And she works in customer services. And she don't take no crap from anyone. You're going to love this. I've got 2 little videos to show you. About 2 minutes long each, okay? So have a look and please welcome to the stage, Veronica.
Yes, I have 3 checked bags.
3?
Yes, 3.
So it looks like your reservation only allows for 2 bags.
No, that's ridiculous and unacceptable. I specifically called in to see how many bags I could travel with, and I was told 3.
Okay, I mean, let me check the notes on the account to see if there was an exception made or anything, but your destination only allows 2 bags per person. That's why. Let me...
Whatever you have to do to figure it out.
The notes state that you were advised that you could only travel with 2 bags, but that you insisted that your sister told you that you could take 3 bags. So you said you'd be coming to the airport with 3 bags.
What? How can you guys lie?
That's not what happened?
No.
Okay, give me 1 moment because they actually uploaded an audio of the call, which was recorded for training and quality purposes. And so let's see what that call sounded like.
Listen, there's no need to do all that. I don't have time for this. What do I do?
Oh, you don't want to listen to the call?
No, I just want to figure this out.
Okay.
I'll have someone pick up the bag. Maybe I just need to change my flight.
Yeah, I mean, I can change you to a later flight so that you can manage your bag situation. I will be able to let you know in just a moment exactly how much it would be to swap your flight.
Why would it cost me anything to change my flight if you guys gave me the wrong information?
Why would it cost you anything? Because you were advised that you could only travel with 2 bags and you decided to bring 3 no matter what we told you. So this is a voluntary change. You're being changed to a later flight because of a decision you made. We didn't do anything in this case.
Well, I'm not okay with this because I still feel like you guys gave me the wrong information. So
I can cancel your reservation. You would be charged a $100 cancellation fee and then you get a credit for the remainder.
I'm appalled right now. I simply can't believe that I'm being charged for misinformation.
You know what I can't believe? That after you were told you could only travel with 2 bags, you still showed up with 3 bags and now we're the problem. You just let me know what you want to do.
I can't believe you're being so difficult.
You just let me know. I'm here for you. But either way, you're either going to get rid of your panties or you can pay to change and the difference, or you can pay to cancel and receive a credit.
All right, that's the first one. You imagine getting her on the end of the phone. I think she's great. You know, when you just imagine how these people are like customer services are spoken to a lot of the time, and sometimes you can understand it. I mean, if you've had a bad experience with an airline, and I'm sorry, Ryanair comes up time and time again. If you've had a good experience, then great for you. But I just hear it so much. People that have had a bad experience with Ryanair, and then the customer services are practically non-existent on there. People can't get their money back. The airline just seems to be in a make up their own rules as they go along. But that's Veronica from customer services. On the other side of things, there are awful people who just don't know how to talk to people. Entitled Karens. You know the sort I mean. And apologies if your name is Karen. It's just unfortunate that whoever it is decided to come out with that saying, they chose the word Karen. It could have been Chris, but I don't think I'm entitled in any way, shape or form. But there's one more little video of Veronica. Do you want to see that? Here it is.
Hi, this is Veronica, the escalations manager. Am I speaking to Gertrude?
Yeah, this is Gertrude, but I wasn't aware that I was being transferred to escalations. Why? What's going on?
Yes, I know you weren't necessarily aware that your call was being escalated. It just seemed like you were being a little rude to my agent, so she decided to go ahead and pass along the call.
Well, I find this kind of ridiculous. I find that...
Well, I just need to ask you a quick question. It shows here that we have someone named Merrill as your emergency contact.
Yes, that's my mom. What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah, if you'll hold on just one moment for me.
Hello?
Hi, is this Merrill?
Yes, this is Mel.
Hi, my name is Veronica. I am a supervisor with Random Airlines, and I have your daughter Gertrude on the line.
Oh, no. Is everything okay?
Oh, yes, everything is fine. There's no actual emergency. I'm just calling because your daughter was on the line with one of my call center agents, and she was being extremely rude. And I just feel like this is something that she needs to talk over with her mom, because I'm sure that a sweet lady like you did not raise your daughter to be this rude to somebody that's trying to help her with her flight.
I can't believe this is ridiculous. Mom, what? Mom, hang up this phone. Gertrude, were you being rude to these people? I didn't raise you this way. What's wrong with you? Mom, this is so unprofessional. Like, I can't believe that
we have a separate extension. I'm going to go ahead and transfer both of you. You guys can talk it over there. I just wanted to make sure that we connected you two. Yep.
This isn't even a thing. Like, why are you doing this?
It's a new service that we offer when people are being rude to our people.
Miss Veronica, thank you so much.
Oh, it's my pleasure, Mom. If she ever calls back and does the same thing, you better believe I'll call you back.
Anyway, if you type, there are so many videos that she's done like that. And if you want to find her, just type in Veronica customer services on TikTok, and you'll be able to find her. There's also a bloke that does her, like, dressed up in nails and things like that. And I don't know how they do it. He lip syncs with the actual, I think that is the actual Veronica. The lady Veronica, and he lip syncs with her, and he does it so well. Says and it's like he's got his nail file like this, great big long nails like this, because it's a parody, you see. And he's like, "Oh, hello, welcome to customer services. My name's Veronica. How can I help you?" And he keeps fluttering his eyelids. It's hilarious. Veronica, customer services. Give yourself some entertainment. Please don't go yet. Not until I've finished my show, all right? Hello to Liam tonight. I'm sorry I'm late. I'm so sorry. I hope you've been having a great show, as always. And Mark Bowles hasn't been playing you up. He does it all the time. All the time, dear. All the time, Mark Bowles does it. Don't forget, there is that phone line open if you want to call in, gang. 020-8144-3477. If you're outside the UK, you can use WhatsApp to call in. If you're outside the UK, use the WhatsApp number. All right, my darlings. Mike Reese Ponto, have you watched a new sitcom on BBC One called Android? No, but I intend to. It looks absolutely hilarious, that. Android. It follows Sue, a widow, and her new android home assistant robot named Linda, a second-hand android. She is a basic elder care robot who is overly attentive, socially inept robot, and is Sue's worst nightmare. It's also on BBC iPlayer. It's hilarious. I have seen that advertised, and I do intend to watch that at some point. All right. Thank you very much there, Mike. Jason Hughes says that was brilliant. She handled that perfectly. Well, that's how you have to talk to these people, you see. You've got to give it back. And they're just awful people. They really are. Hello to Rhiannon from Kidwelly. Hello to you. Hi, Chris. Hope you're well, especially after you fall with a chair. Yeah, I'm all right. There's a big bruise on the back of my leg, but it's all right. You're right about the TV family shows back in the day. Our favourite was Cannon and Ball. I like the music. La da 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 da. Is that the right one? Is that the right one, or was that someone else? Hang on, Cannon and Ball song. Was it that one? Yes, Together We'll Be Okay was the song. I've done that a couple of times at the karaoke. Is Maureen with us tonight? I can't remember. Can you remind me to do that one on Friday? Roy, maybe if you're there. Or Saturday. Cannon and Ball, Together We're Okay. You know that song. La da da da. Have I got the words here? Oh, I've got the words. Don't worry. Hang on. Can I do the backing music? Oh, it's a bit iffy. We might get a YouTube warning if I do that. Lyrics. Here we go. Hang on a minute. Here it is. Laugh me a laugh, grin me a grin, and then I know that we can win. Dance me a dance, joke me a joke, and blow the clouds away. Ba-da-da-da, you gotta play me a tune, sing me a song, and we can help push life along. Just you and me, come on and see, together we'll be okay. That one. Ah, that was a great little song, wasn't it? A great little song there. That was what was your favourite family type show years ago, boys and girls? Text it over now. 07460143393. I'll close the phone. I don't think anyone's going to call tonight, and that's okay. You know, I always say to you, if no one calls, that's okay. It's that's all right. Let's work. So that's closed now, so you can't call in now. 07460143393. What family show did you really like back in the day? What did you like? You WhatsApp number is the same. 07460143393. Okay. Voice of an Angel Dove going on there is Charlotte Church. Looking forward to this week's vlogs. Good. Much love, Rhiannon from Kidwelly. It's a small historic town with a fabulous castle in Carmarthenshire in Wales. I don't know how long it would take me to get there, because Wales isn't too far from here. Down the M4, is it? I should be careful when I go under that gantry at Cardiff. Well, I got a ticket for 85 mile an hour about 15 years ago now, I think it was. Thank you, Roy. Cannon and Ball will remind you. Yeah, remind me of that one. That's a really nice, happy song. I'd do it, after Big G's done one of his sad songs by Adele, or The Bloke Who Can't Sing, the one. Mark Bowles would like to see You Bet or Strike It Lucky back. Great Strike It Lucky with those. Do you know when you think of that now, that Strike It Lucky program, right? You look at your telly now, flat screen telly. It was the old style tellies, wasn't it? All going down the stairs with Michael Barrymore. I met him once. He was nice. He was a nice bloke. Come up to me when I was DJing at a place in Putney called Reflex. He came up. He had all these young hangers on. I don't like to see that. Taking the mick out of him with the drink buying. I watched it all going on. I wanted to say, come and stand up here, don't hang around with that lot. They're just taking the mick out of you, mate. And he came up to me while I was DJing. Oh, hello, I'm Michael. I said, yeah, I know, I'm Chris. And I think I played him a record. I can't remember what it was now. He was a nice man. Nice man. Oh, hang on a minute. Has someone now tried to call in? I thought I'd closed that line. Let's have a look. Do you want to try again? That didn't work, did it? Hang on, look. What did I? Oh no, maybe I didn't close it. I kept it open. Try and call in again, and that must have rung while I was chatting away there. Actually, yeah. Sorry about that. But yeah, Strike It Lucky, great program that. And You Bet. I don't think we ever watched You Bet. Not sure we watched You Bet there. Liam has to be the generation game with Bruce, not the other bloke. Well, yeah, I thought Bruce was great, and we loved Bruce. But when Larry Grayson came along, it was a whole different thing, and he was just so funny. It was just so useless. I got that in common with Larry Grayson. I think that's the only thing I've got in common with Larry Grayson, the fact that we're not very good at stuff. Have I got anything else in common with? I don't think so. No. Oh, I know how to dress, know how to dress. It's not too bad, is it? The jackets will come back out in the winter, don't worry. It's just a little bit warm to put a jacket on at the moment, isn't it, Sue and Sarah, the darling buds of May. Gosh. Yeah, that's one I haven't heard about for ages and ages, that one. Darling buds of May, yeah. 2.4 children was good, and the upper hand was great, and that's Han from Han and Jerry's. What is Han and Jerry's? Is that like a YouTube program, Han and Jerry's? Let us know, because I don't know. I don't know Han and Jerry's. Han and Jerry's, don't know that. Anything else that you quite like to see back on the telly? I was saying that I'd love to see the generation game. If anyone ever came along and said, I'd like you to come and do a TV show, what would you like to do? It would be the generation game. I'd love to do that. As a host, I'd love to have a go at something like that. I don't really have any experience on doing something like that on telly or any telly at all. This is just YouTube. It's not really telly, is it? You know what I mean? And I do have a bit of experience on stage doing stuff and what have you. But I think I could probably do something like that. It would be great, that would, the generation game, yeah. Or if not me, someone like Bradley Walsh. Michael McIntyre would be able to do it, wouldn't he? He'd be able to do it. I quite like him. Vanessa in Barnsley, all right, girl, says, hi, Chris, bring back 80s TV, only fools and horses. 1 foot in the grave. Some mothers do have them. How we love these programmes. And, of course, the Bouquet residents, the lady of the house speaking. Her as well, innit, eh? Right, we've got a call. Who's that, please?
Sarah.
Hello, Sarah. All right.
Sarah's from near Great Yarmouth.
Oh, yeah. Hello, Sarah in Great Yarmouth. Hello, Sarah. How are you tonight, my love? All right?
I'm fine, thank you. Yes.
Yeah. I'm just gonna turn off my cold air. I'm starting to get a bit cold in here now, to be honest. I can't find a remote, Sarah. Have you got it?
No, I haven't got it.
Have you got it?
No, I haven't got it, Chris.
I can't believe this, Sarah. While I've sat here and been doing in my show, someone has come in here while I've been sitting here, and I haven't noticed, and I've been burgled for my remote control. Can you believe that?
Well, I don't know what to say.
Hang on a minute. I'm going to tell Alexa to turn it off. Alexa, turn off studio air.
Okay.
Bit low. Oh, she takes her time to do anything these days, doesn't she?
Yeah, you wouldn't want her doing your cleaning, would you?
Oh, blimey, no. I wish I could have a cleaner, but where would I, when I look around at the moment, this is how bad it is. I think to myself, where would she start? That's how bad it is now. There's just stuff everywhere. The room I'm in now, right, is the worst room. You wouldn't think it. All you can see is the little bit of the room that the camera is pointed at, and I'm very careful to keep that nice and tidy, right? Around this room, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a photo in the corner of the room now. And it doesn't bother me, I've got no secrets really. Well, there might be a couple of secrets.
Well, I think you can be too tidy. I think it's more homely, isn't it? To have a bit of mess.
I think so. As in lived in, you mean, don't you?
Lived in, yes, I do.
Lived in. Yeah, yes. I think so. Have you got a tidy house, Sarah?
Not all the time, no. But I don't let it worry me.
No. You see, that's
as long as it isn't dirty or whatever. I just think that's more homely.
Well, I'm looking at the little camera that's in front of me, right? The camera that I'm doing the show on. And even that has got a layer of dust on it. like great.
Oh, has it?
Oh, Sarah,
I'm
what
not
am I
as
gonna
bad
do?
as that, but never mind.
It's terrible, isn't it?
Oh, dear.
Oh, well. Anyway,
Never mind.
anything you'd like to see back on the telly, Sarah?
I really like, I mean, it couldn't come back on because it wouldn't be the same, but I do like On the Buses. I love watching reruns of that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I bet there was a lot of people that watched that and then wanted a job driving the buses. Yeah. I mean, I don't expect it was quite like that, but it wouldn't have been far from it. Not now, though. You know, they got cameras and all these restrictions and people watching it. You remember how we used to jump on and off buses years ago on that back platform? Didn't we?
Yeah.
We used to jump off and on them, didn't we? Yeah. You got a lovely accent.
Until Death Us Do Part, they couldn't have that on, could they?
No. Alf Garnett, he was funny,
Alf Garnett, yeah.
He was so funny, he was. And then you got Love Your Neighbour, remember that one?
Yeah, I remember that. And Bless This House.
Oh, yeah, Sid James. I know the tune.
Sid James, yeah.
Thames Television. Yeah. Wonderful programmes years ago, weren't they, Sarah?
Yes.
What do you tend to watch these days?
Well, I do like Coronation Street, EastEnders.
Okay.
I like The Chase with Bradley Walsh.
Oh, yeah, my aunt likes him. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's very talented.
And I've been watching that Android. That is funny, that is.
I'm going to give that a go, Android. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you'll enjoy that. Yeah.
And who's the main star? What's her name? The older lady?
Sue Johnston.
Yeah, she's great, isn't she?
Yeah, she is really good.
Great
actress. She's a good actress. Yeah, I used to like her in Brookside as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where we first saw her, isn't it? Yeah, I remember now.
Brookside,
With the shaking walls.
With Ricky Tomlinson, that was her husband, weren't it?
That's right, yeah. God, that's some years ago now. Didn't they try and bring it back at one point?
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
They did have like a programme, but that weren't the same.
No.
Not as like the original one. So, but Friday night, me and my niece and my great niece, we went to see Matilda, the musical.
Which one?
Matilda,
yeah. I haven't seen it yet.
Really, really good. That was the West End show. Had come to Norwich, but that was brilliant. It was.
Yeah, lovely.
Really good.
I think the kids are at the moment, they're all going to see Spider-Man at the moment, the new Spider-Man film.
Yeah.
Which
I will be going to see that.
I don't know if I want to watch that or not, really. I was never really into that Marvel stuff, like Spider-Man and all that. Didn't really do it for me. I liked the stuff.
I like Tom and Jerry.
Yes, Tom and Jerry, Scooby-Doo, Wacky Races.
Wacky Races,
Donald Duck.
And I did used to like the double-deckers. Do you remember them?
Oh, yeah. The little girl used to wink at the end badly.
Yeah, and she had like a tiger cuddly toy, didn't she?
That's right, yeah. And I had these dreams of being able to go to some yard. Maybe there was some yard close by with a wooden door and you could put your hand through the hole, pull a rope, the door would open and there'd be this big double-decker bus to play on. How blooming brilliant would that be? Yeah. Really,
and
really
Mr.
good.
Ben, weren't it Mr. Ben?
Mr. Ben, yeah. Was that Mr. Ben tune? And he'd go in one door and then come out of another door.
You could be Mr. Chris and go in one
Mr.
door
Chris.
and come in with another shirt on.
I have been compared to Mr. Ben, to be honest, Julie. I don't know why.
Sarah? I'm Sarah.
Sorry, what did I call you? Julie? Sorry, Sarah.
Julie. Julie didn't
Sarah.
ring in, bless her heart.
Sorry,
That's
she's not
right.
here today. Oh, I hope she's
Julie
all right.
didn't ring in, so I'm second choice.
Yeah, I hope she's... You're not second choice, Sarah. It's whoever gets in first.
Perhaps she's gone round her daughter's for tea this weekend.
Do you reckon that's what it is? Well,
yeah, I reckon she had a busy look round the car boot and has gone round her daughter's for tea, I reckon.
Well, I'll be honest, Sarah, I'm very disappointed she hasn't rushed home for 6 o'clock to be there. I think it's rude, really. Even my nephew today, Gary, I rang him at about 5:30. Oh, they're playing bowls up in Scotland with my niece and her children. Oh, they're all up there. I said, well, presumably you're going home soon. He said, what for? I said, to watch my show. And he said, no. Rude. Oh, you get no support
rude.
from the kids.
I'm going bowling next Saturday because that's my great nephew's 9th birthday.
How old? 9?
9, yeah. We're going crazy golf, bowling, and back to theirs for cake and games.
Oh, lovely.
So, yeah.
Lovely. Yeah.
I'll ring you Sunday and let you know how that went.
Please do, yeah. If it's, and if you remind me, I don't know, I could sing it to you if you want. Let me see. I could sing him happy birthday. You could just record it and play it to him or something like that. If you want me to, only if you want me to. I know some people, they quite like that, like a little song.
You can sing to me on my birthday,
When's
September
that, Sarah?
the 14th.
When is it?
September the 14th.
Oh, hang on. Let me just check my... Very busy diary. Very busy,
You
Sarah.
better put
Very
that
busy.
on your calendar.
Oh, September. So the closest one is September the 13th, right? I've got great news for you, Sarah. There will be a show on that day.
Oh, well,
so let me know. Let me know.
I'll have to have all the family round and you can sing.
Absolutely. I'll do that for you.
And I'll bring the cake out. And I better go, Chris, because it's nearly 8 o'clock.
That's all right, Sarah. Look after yourself, darling. Thanks for calling in.
All right, then. I'll speak to you next week.
All right. Cheerio now.
Have a good evening.
Bye,
Bye,
Sarah. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, lovely. Sarah calling in there this evening, gang. Oh, it is 8 o'clock, isn't it? Look at the time. Right, hang on a minute. Let me do your... Oh, my finger. This I'm getting a bit of a pull down with this finger at the moment. Probably to do with the dislocated shoulder years ago. I have problems with this. It's not stopping me doing anything, right? But these two fingers are numb. Not numb, but a little bit not right. Almost all the time. And more recently, this little finger is kind of... It's like... I don't know what it is. It kind of feels like it's doing something. It's probably due to the nerves down there, but not to complain because I can still do everything. Right, let me run a little bit of music behind me while I do these lovely messages that you're kind enough to send in. Is the WhatsApp working? That's gone a bit quiet suddenly, the WhatsApp there. Is that? Oh, yeah, it is working there. I think I've read everything out on WhatsApp, haven't I? Okay. Yep, other things that people would like brought back onto the telly. Of course, in a lot of cases, you'd have to have a different cast of people, wouldn't you? Right? Because a lot of the people are now gone. Dead, for example. I remember they did a Dad's Army. Didn't they do two episodes of Dad's Army? Like with a different cast from a couple of lost episodes or something. And that actually worked quite well. The trouble is with remakes, you've got to get the right people to do it. And I would imagine as a producer or something like that, you'd have to get through loads and loads of people till you found the ones that are perfect for the show. Like, for example, Star Trek. They had a couple of Star Trek movies, and it was Kirk, Spock, and all that, but they were different people playing those characters. But they had it down to a T. They must have rehearsed that until it was actually like the original Spock, the original Kirk, and people like that. You know, and actors and actresses are very, very talented people, but you've got to get the right ones for the job. And when I saw the Dad's Army, the 2 episodes of Dad's Army that they made with new actors, it actually worked quite well. I personally would love to see Dad's Army back again. Oh, I laugh a minute. Andy Eglinton says The Royal Family. He liked that. I know my sister really liked The Royal Family. I was all right with it. I didn't make a point of watching it, sitting there on the armchair. Oh, dear. The bloke's sitting on there farting. Oh, how awful. That's what people are like. High Grade Gaming in Hemel. Android was filmed in Hemel Hempstead. Look at that. It was filmed in Hemel. Didn't know that, High Grade Gaming. Anyway, it's nice to see you and Chelsea again after a while. It's nice for you to come back to the show, so welcome back there. All right. Let me see. Let's have a look. Han and Jerry's. There's so many good ones. On the Buses. Good Life. Last of the Summer Wine. I liked the Mansion thing. You know, the girl from Good Life who just died, Penelope Keith. You know, the Mansion programme. I used to love that. Till the Man Are Born. Love that. I'd like that to come back. I don't know who you'd get to play the cast, though. They were just too good, weren't they? Dean in Surrey, Alf Garnett, the guy who plays son-in-law, is the dad of Sherry Blair. I didn't know that. The former Prime Minister's wife to Tony Blair. Well, I didn't know that. Mark Bowles reckons Julie's not there because she's had a fight at the boot fair and has been done over. I own it. She's probably had a big row over prices because she won't pay the full price for anything, you know. You know, like a kid's toy. Oh, it's £5 for that. I'll give you £1.50. She's like that, isn't she? We love Julie. And Sal in Lincolnshire, favourite comedians were Dave Allen, sitting on that stool with his cigarette and his glass of whiskey. Great entertainer. All those Catholic jokes. He was hilarious. Jasper Carrot, great. Mike Harding. Oh, don't remember Mike Harding. Also loved watching Fred Dibner. Dibner. I don't know who Fred Dibner is. Andy in rugby. 3-2-1 for Andy in rugby there. Big G misses Alf Garnett or Noel Edmonds' house party on a Saturday night. Mr. Blobby that was, wasn't it? I'm not saying anything, Gary. I'm not saying anything. But isn't that funny? You should mention that with Mr. Blobby there. Yeah. And he also says, anything I don't tend when it comes to... Roy, you listen to this. Gary says, anything... I'm sorry, it's a private joke. I cannot tell you the joke, gang. I really can't. Anything I don't tend to want, I stick in a suitcase and hide it away. Do any of your listeners do that? I hope you're not dumping rubbish in forests. What do you do? Cut it up so you can get more in the case, Gary? Patricia in Manchester. I knew you was going to come with this. Play your cards right. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I love it. We do play your cards right in my little radio show on Wednesdays. That one is Wednesdays. On a different note, Mum knew Les Dawson. Wow. And he took me for a stroll in my pram. You really? Wow, that's something, isn't it? We knew Bernard Manning, a great entertainer, and as a kid we would ask him for money and chase his Rolls Royce, sticking fingers up at him. The stuff you learn on this show. I love it. Dawn from up north. The Price is Right. Yeah, Leslie Crowder, who did Cracker Jack, and Run Around with Mike Reed. Yeah, that was good. Didn't have any fat kids around when they were doing Run Around, did you? Is that everyone? Let's have a little look here. Sal, yeah, we done Sal. Mark Bowles, Dean in Surrey. What's this here? Ah, yes. Han and Jerry's. No, we just call ourselves that. We watched Butlers for years and not missed one, and then saw you had a channel, so found it properly tonight. So welcome along there. Okay. Is that everyone? Hang on. What's look at this. Vanessa in Barnsley. Chuff the cleaning, Chris. It'll still be there tomorrow. I'm gonna show you one. I'm gonna take a photo now of my studio, and you'll see what it's really like. Okay, Gerald and Hannah. Do you remember Going for Gold? Catchphrase. I remember Going for Gold. Wasn't keen on that. Catchphrase I loved. Roy Walker was a great host, wasn't he? He was great, Roy Walker, and the bloke who did the kids programme as well. Blockbusters. He was really popular with the kids. Really popular. Yeah. Oliver and Laura have enjoyed the show tonight. Thank you very much. Be watching the videos this week. Yeah, my videos this week are Mr. Matic, which is a kid's toy from the 70s. That's on Tuesday night at 6 o'clock. And on Thursday, our cooking video will be cheese and vegetable pasties. Okay, that's on Thursday. Liam, Crinkly Bottom. Yeah, I remember that. Crinkly Bottom. That's the Noel Edmonds thing, isn't it? Here, let me just get these done for you. 1 minute. Crinkly Bottom. I remember that. Yeah. Andy in rugby. 3-2-1. Met Ted Rogers. Yeah. We've done that one. Done that one. Stu, Roy. bum, bum. Very important for me not to miss any of your messages out. Kieran and Jason, I've done you two, haven't I? Up there in Kettering, thanks you two. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, we're a bit over time now, look. Right, okay. Android. Right, and on WhatsApp, are we done? Might be done now. Okay. Yeah. There we are. And that's everyone. Okay, boys and girls, thank you very much for joining us today. I'm sorry we've gone on a little bit longer. Just wanted to get all the messages in. I'd hate to miss out a message at all there. Thank you very much for... Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, gosh, what's this here? Here we are. Yeah. Vanessa again. I'll have a pee-pees, Bob. Great show. Had a laugh for a change. Thank you very much. That's what we do here. Nothing too serious, okay? It's only meant as a laugh. Take anything I do or say on this channel with no element of seriousness whatsoever, okay? There's another live for you next week. I'm sure I'm in next week. Hang on, let me double check. Yeah, I'm playing the organ next week, so I'm bound to be here. I'm sure I am. Yep. Another show for you next Sunday at 6 o'clock. Another live for you next Sunday at 6 o'clock, okay? If you've got any comments and questions on this show, and you haven't sent them already, because we've read all these out now, anything that comes in now afterwards will go as a comment underneath the show, and they all get read out in our dedicated comments and questions show, which is on every Saturday night at 6 o'clock, okay? If you didn't see last night's one, it's on there now. Go and have a little search for it. Comments and questions show for the 15th of August, and you will see me fall backwards on the chair in the garden. To make it easier for you, last night I put the timestamp of it. It's right, you know, in the description. So you got YouTube, video, title, description. In the description, there is the exact time that I fell off the chair. So you don't have to watch any of the other BS that I come out with. If you want to go straight to the chair, just click on the little timestamp on there, and that will take you there, all right? Listen, it's been a pleasure sitting here for you again live on a Sunday night. Another one for you next Sunday night. You have a lovely weekend. Thank you very much for watching and listening. I'll see you soon. Ta-da now.